Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome back to another North American PC Go4 number 141. My name is Corn Pop, and I'm going to be casting tonight. We are starting off with a round of 16. And I'm going to move around these names really quick. Start with the round of 16. And we'll likely do the semifinals and quarterfinals as well. Our two teams are Stack 2.3 versus the Left Curve Click, otherwise known as LCC. And it's number 141, which means it is the last Sunday of the month. It is the last Go4 of the month. So there's some things on the line, teams, some of them looking towards getting into that top 8. Of course, top 8 teams at the end of the month will go on to a monthly tournament, the monthly Go4, which happens on a Saturday, sometime after the month has ended. And then from there on out, they will compete between the 8 teams, where the top 2 teams get prize money. Total of $500 up for grabs. So these tournaments, no money on the line, but points on the line. And of course, you get points, you make it into the finals. Clubhouse is going to be our map. We have 9 on the server, so we'll be ready to go live pretty quickly. I have a slightly new setup today, so if you notice any issues with the audio or anything, do let me know. My setup changes shouldn't affect the audio, but there's always that chance. These two teams, the Left Curve Click, they're a new team. They got a default win over the first seed, which is how they've managed to show up here. And then they managed to get a 6-4 win in the round of 32. So they've worked a little bit hard. I mean, they got a couple of default wins, but now they're here. Now they're ready to go. Stack 2.3, also a brand new team. So these two teams need to go very far in this tournament if they want to make top 8. Probably first or second. They'll need to make it to the grand finals if they're looking towards making it to the monthly finals. Loser of this will get a grand total of 2 points, which will not be enough to secure you into the finals. The winner of this gets a minimum of 5, which will also not be enough. But second place gets 70, and depending on how the other teams do, that should get you into the monthly finals, which would be nice for these two teams. As far as I can tell, though, these two teams just sort of throw together teams, not actually established teams. The Left Curve Club have stated that they are ready as soon as Truck Nuts gets in, and there he is. They're going to need a couple more minutes, though, so we can continue to wait for them. Not a big deal. Bit of a dry spell in Rainbow Six right now. We just finished season number 8. Miyagi is in the toilet. We just finished season number 8 in the Pro League scene. But people have been playing around the test server with the new operators coming out soon. More important than the operators, I'm excited for the Lion Band that's coming soon. That will be affecting Go4s as well as Pro League and all of the other ESL competitive formats. Don't think it's affecting ranked. Sorry to say, but Go4 is the format I care about the most, so I'm very happy about that. No more Lion. Now, who knows if the new operators will be just as bad as Lion was. We'll have a new permaban. Might be the deal, but at least that's one more operator that doesn't need to get banned every single round. For now, though, he is unbanned, and if both these teams choose not to use their bans on him, he'll be able to be played on Clubhouse, which I'm sure will be fun for everybody involved. A couple of the community casters going tonight. There was one earlier on, and then I think TDS has just started up around the same time as me. So, probably I'll let him do the finals if he's up for it. I think I need to go to bed regardless of if he's doing the finals or not. But, in all likelihood, I'll send you over to his channel after the semifinals are done. We're just going to be following along on this stream of the bracket. So whoever wins this will watch their semifinal match, or quarterfinal match rather, and then whoever wins that quarterfinal match will watch that semifinal. We're in the very top of the bracket. If you type ! bracket in chat, you can go take a look at it. And you'll see this matchup. Stack 2.3 versus the left curve click. And personally, I don't see any names that I recognize. I know other places in the tournament, there are people I recognize playing. A couple of the Cloud9 guys are playing in this tournament. You see Pro League players occasionally in these tournaments, but if you see someone, it's almost certainly going to be from Cloud9. For whatever reason, those guys like to play Go4 a lot more than the other pros. No pros in this match, though, unless they're using some strange alias. And they're just deceiving all of us. But we'll see. We might run into those players a little bit later in the bracket. I guess I'm going to run down the points really quick before we hopefully get started soon. First place in this tournament gets you 100 points and pretty much guarantees that you go to the monthly finals. Second place will get you 70 and likely guarantees you go to the monthly finals. Third place gets you 45, which will not be enough. Fourth place gives you 35. Fifth to 8th gets you 10. 9th to 16th gives you 5. Loser of this gets 2. And the loser of the last round will have gotten 4. But, ladies and gentlemen, we can stop stalling, thank goodness. It's the ESL Go4 number 141, finally starting off stack 2.3 versus the left curve click. LCC will get the first ban here. Of course, we are on Clubhouse, the best of 1. Everything we cast tonight will be a best of 1, except for the grand finals, which likely we will not cover. Habana being the first ban, and an interesting one. We saw a lot more hard breachers banned at the start of the season, or about 6 months ago. I guess there's no start of season number 7. And sort of fallen off. Jackal is the next ban. All right, looks like they're going to do a gentleman's agreement not to play Lion. So, there will be no Lion in this match, assuming that they are truthful, which they seem nice enough, guys. I feel like they will be truthful. It's just a Go4 after all. The last 2 bans were Echo and Mira. So that would be why they weren't banning out Lion. They thought that Lion was auto-banned, which is coming soon, but not quite yet. And for those wondering, there is a 3-minute delay on these streams, as is mandatory for all ESL casters, just to make sure that there's no sorts of cheating going on. So here we go, round number 1, Clubhouse. They've chosen to go to the basement, which is a little bit interesting, because oftentimes we'll see teams on the second floor to start things off. Basement, of course, before the map buff, was the preferred site, and it's still not too bad of a site. Still very good, still defender-sided. So we'll watch as they start to set up. Nothing too strange in the operators. A Maverick is going to be really interesting, especially up attacking the basement. Usually, I mean, I could see a Maverick here attacking the second floor, but basement, there might be, well, if If they can get into this hallway, they could create a couple of peek holes, but it'll really depend where they want to push. This hole being opened up down by the bottom here by Taj. It's going to be a great deterrent if Maverick tried to burn a hole through there, do anything sneaky. But likely just chosen for the hatches. Of course, Maverick can't take out quite as many hatches as Habana, but it's better than nothing. So they brought 2 hard breachers for that. And already Miyagi gets the first kill, has rushed down to the basement in a bit of a firefight, will get traded off. Brady takes him down with a headshot. We have started fiery here. Perk Live and the Glass started to push out. They're looking like they want to clear out the second floor to start things off. I mean, the Dokkaebi didn't. I'm not even sure she used her logic bombs. You'd hope that she did before she went for that rush play. The solo rush play is a little bit questionable. She got the Legion, which is a good pick to get. If you can take the Legion out, that's no more goo mines. No more goo mines being generated. So now they're going to start looking towards the basement, droning out this first floor. There are no roamers, as we can already tell. No people who might have been roamed, or maybe Brady. Maybe Lags. In fact, he's looking outside. Oh, he is roaming. Well, no, he's not. No, he's not. Could have been looking to roam, but playing in this position, yeah, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Neither is Brady, as Perk Live will take him down. That's the Glaz. TTV Perk Live. Lags. No, somebody's down here, but here's the shots from the Zofia. It doesn't matter. Dokkaebi takes him down. It's a 4-on-2. Defenders struggling to hold this first round. Punish Toes down in the Arsenal room. And behind the bar is Taj. Over a minute to go. The attackers have so much time to play with here to find these last 2 kills and get that plant down. Shotgun pistol. Gotta watch out from above him. Taj, we just saw the outline. Is he going to get punished running through that door? Almost. Punish Toes. Speaking of punishing, takes down Perk Live. That's the no more Glass. 50 seconds to go here. Holding the church. We did just see one player drop. I believe that was the Zofia. Yep. Dokkaebi. Truck nuts and chopsticks. Slowly inching their way down. Dokkaebi only about 50% HP. Might want to let his teammates go first instead. Ooh, through the wall, almost getting the shot. Truck nuts, I believe it's because he was behind the bar. Taj will stay alive. Chopsticks trying to corner in onto the Maestro player. He's got a nice hole. That'll get a headshot. Even out the numbers. 2-on-2. Still firing in. Meanwhile, Punish Toes starting to come in for the flank. Wants to play it a little bit more passively, though. With 10 seconds, he can do that. Gotta watch out from behind him as well. It's the Maverick. But it's going to be Dokkaebi who gets the kill anyways. They don't even need the Maverick's special shenanigans. Punish Toes just needs to live for 3 minutes. They do go for the plant. Here he comes. They're watching the wrong angle. But he fires off his gun. And he's not going to be able to get that kill. Comes back. Wow, what a flick onto Dokkaebi. It's a 1-on-1. Out with a shotgun. From long range. Punish Toes. A great retake by him. He's going to give the defense the first round after a bit of a rough start. Those last 2 players managing to clutch things out after being in a 4-on-2. We'll move on to round number 2. Of course, winning the basement, they're going to move up to CCTV cash. To be expected. We'll see if there's any shenanigans being played by the offense. Sometimes we'll see a shield being run here. Looks like they're sticking with the Maverick Thermite. Again, no hatches on the first or on the second floor. Actually, yes, there is. There is the one hatch. But it's not great for Mavericking. Of course, you can just use soft destruction to take that hatch because it's on the roof and it can't be reinforced. So Maverick more likely going to be going for some sort of peek holes. Could just be Chopstick is good on that operator.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And yeah, people talk about delay. It is 3 minutes. Not my decision. That's ESL enforced. I must stick to it. And it's fair. You know, rounds are 3 minutes long. I think that's sort of what they're thinking. Might be overkill, but better safe than sorry. So we'll look at the defenders right now. They have a mute instead of a bandit, an interesting choice. Because oftentimes you'll see people try to bandit trick on this wall. With a mute, you're less likely going to be doing any sort of tricking. But, of course, mute has its own advantages, stopping drones being the main one. Taj on the Maestro. The Maestro's not banned, he's always played on this bomb site. Playing in the garage, put an evil eye. Looks like he won't be playing in the garage, at least not at the very start. Could be Lags who will be utilizing his Maestro cams. They've got an ADS there, so it's likely somebody will be playing there. Possibly the mute. Let's go take a look at the attackers now, though. Very much the same lineup as they had before, so despite losing it last time, they liked their lineup, and I think I agree with that. Miyagi, again, so aggressive every single time. Gets the kill on a Brady. That's no more Valkyrie this time. Firing up and a nice headshot on a Lags. Looks like he wants to go for a third one. Fragging out on this Dokkaebi from up top. He could be able to get his third. He sees the oh my god. Punish toes. Miyagi takes down the Valkyrie cam, but looking the wrong way. Taj will finally push in and shut down that monster. But it's a very interesting team strategy they've got going on. Miyagi opens things up. Does the entry fragging. Seemingly doesn't even care about his phone calls. And then the rest of the team play the game normally. 4v5. And Buck Bungus takes down Doc Hope as he was trying to escape there. Still player advantage in favor of Stack 2.0 or 2.3. But it's less so now. A lot of pings going down, you can see, on both players, Bug Buns and Taj. The enemy team knows exactly where they're at. Or they have the ping information, of course. On to Chopstick. He's pushing in now. There's nothing he can do, really. What a shot on a Taj. Everybody on Stack 2.3 are fragging out of their mind. Leaves it to a 1-on-3 for Buck Bungus. Coming forward, he has the ping, but Chopstick doesn't care. Crazy stuff there coming out from Stack 2.3. That was nuts. Running in and shooting heads seems to be what these players are good at. They always climb themselves up with an early advantage. And those are some nice numbers to start things off. Miyagi for Chopstick, 2 from that last round. Doc Hope as well in the first round. Did pretty well in the Thatcher. So Miyagi over to the Finka. I think that fits his playstyle a little bit better. Usually I wouldn't recommend going from Dokkaebi over to Finka. But with the way he's been playing, dying for the first 10 seconds of the round, you know, why not? You're not using your calls anyways. At least if you're playing Finka, you can have a little bit stronger, a little bit more health. Aim a little bit better without that recoil. Of course, Smoke could try to punish you with that, but then at the very least, you're wasting a smoke grenade in the first 10 seconds, so still pretty good. We'll see if he wants to rush it this time, though. Setup going to be very much the same from the left curve click, and I think what they're thinking to themselves is likely just, okay, let's not get fragged that hard. You know, there was nothing wrong with their strategy. You know, it's pretty standard. There's nothing too crazy about it. But they just need to not get killed so early by the rush. They have to be winning those gunfights.
10 seconds to insertion.
So here they go. One more chance.
Left before insertion.
Still a Shutterbug available for Brady.
Attackers
Well, let's go talk
locate a bomb and defuse.
to Miyagi. Running forward with the pistol. Just needs to be here as fast as he possibly can. Looking in the drone hole. Maybe he's not going super aggressively this time. Maybe he is. I mean, he's playing Finka. He's got to be, right? He's droning himself in. There's been almost 30 seconds and he hasn't been in a firefight. So this is more passive than we've seen him at before. Checking out the garage. You can already hear a thermite charge going down, and that was up top. This is usually a wall you want to hold open as long as possible. Truck nuts. Utilizing this giant hole he just made. Lags, maybe not aware that this has been opened up. Gets shot down. Here's the first Finka charge being used to take garage, but with the player in garage already taken down, it's not going to be super effective. The frag grenade to take down this evil eye, not quite timed the way he wanted it though, and that evil eye will stand. Is he going to waste another frag grenade trying to take that down? Yes, he is. We'll see if he can get it this time. Nope. Maybe not.
Bomb has been located.
Another small bit of a firefight there. That time he got it with the frag grenade. No more evil eye. Chopsticks will run past that opened rotation hole. Come over towards this window where he's trying to find some of those defenders. Starting with a flash grenade. Truck nuts. Also trying to peek this angle. The smoke canister. Gonna get fired off. And Punish Toes playing here in the cash room. Gotta watch this window as well. Liking the rotate that he's pulling around. From the right-hand side, though, Buck goes down. Miyagi, that was the one who pushed aggressively on him. He gets punished for that, though. There's only two attackers left alive, sorry. Chopstick is trying to get in as well. Of course, Miyagi downed in the bomb site. And he likely won't get picked up, but he can provide a little bit of info for his team. At the very least, if he knows that a push is coming forward. Might be able to alert his teammates. He's so far away, though. Nobody's going in and cleaning up that kill. I'm not sure if they realize that they've downed someone. They might just not want to risk it. I guess they could wallbang him if they had perfect information. Some smoke now being used by Perk. And Chopstick, is he actually going to be able to get to Miyagi? He has made it, but this is a dangerous pickup. He's down to 50% HP. Shouldn't have done that. At least he got Miyagi up, but it's not going to matter because he instantly goes down. TTV Perk Live is the last man standing in a 1-on-4, but everybody is hurt on the enemy team. One shot from that sniper rifle anywhere in the body will kill everybody. He's 4 shots away. Even in the limbs, that'll be enough. Sees the first bit of yellow. Nice headshot on Attach, but Punish Toes will take him down. That's going to be left curve click taking the round for their team. Back in the lead now. 2-1 is the scoreline. With basement being opened back up, they're allowed to go back down there. So that's what they'll do. Church Arsenal is the site. Miyagi on IQ. Is he going to stick with that, though? We saw Perk Live showed off the IQ before 6-picking Glaz last round. But Miyagi looks content to stick with IQ. So, interesting choice by him. Not really a rush operator like Finka is, or even Dokkaebi to some extent.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But who knows? Maybe he'll play a little bit more passively this time. His team is down 2-1. And the rounds where he's not getting 3 kills right off the bat have not been good for his team. It was fun doing a few aggressive plays, but I think this is the better call for them. Watch Brady with his cameras for this round. 1 in blue, likely. There it goes.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to
Alrighty.
the bomb and defuse.
Well, already Miyagi playing this a lot slower. He doesn't have his pistol out. So that's something. But still first for his team. And yeah, he already wants to get in the kitchen here. This is dangerous. There could be a player playing in this room. And he doesn't care. There goes an ADS. And there goes the default cam. He's going to be doing a few IQ things. And with this opened up, this could allow the defense to impact trick. But also, of course, gives a slight angle to the attack. Nobody's really playing around there. An impact trick is not going to be super useful if Maverick's using his blowtorch to open that hatch up. Glaz playing in dirt tunnel, and he's got a really tight angle. Lags is sort of playing by it. He's very far back. Likely isn't going to be able to give that Glaz that angle. Trucknut's actually on the thermite using his charge, his last charge to open up that hatch. The first one, of course, used over by the dirt tunnel. Leaves Chopstick with all 5 canisters on his breaching torch. Perk Live is pushed a little bit farther into this tunnel. Sees that goo mine being thrown by the Legion. Not sure he wants to go and get that. Zofia using these lifelines to open up the hallway. But again, I mean, these are some powerful holes to make. A lot of times you'll see teams bring a buck or a sledge to bring up a ton of those holes. But right now they're content for just a couple of them. Gotta be careful, Taj. Some shots firing down towards him. I believe that was Miyagi. He's now playing at the bottom of the central stairs. Trucknut's up above him. You can see with the outline. But it's lags. The first one takes down the glass, pushing through dirt tunnel. Great shot by him. He's got some pings, but really would rather keep his head in this situation, especially up against Miyagi. Big player for stack 2.3. Doc Hope trying to impress as well. Miyagi gets flashed by his teammates. Not ideal, but here he comes. The drop happening from, I believe that was Chopstick. Regardless, the whole team is here in Memorial Room now. Getting ready to rush into this church. This could be dangerous for the attack. If they play this poorly, it's Taj who's got the evil eye. Trucknuts gets a kill. Evens things out. No more smoke. Through the little maestro hole. Or not maestro hole, sorry, but the blowtorch hole. And Taj lags Miyagi, Brady, Taj, all getting kills. The left curve click will win another round. And the left curve click are doing pretty well. Looks like they're leaning towards gym bedroom this time. I guess they won CCTV 2 rounds ago, so they've got to go here. Not often you'll see teams go to the bar. Bar being the fourth site, the one not often picked. So gym bedroom, probably a smart choice. Chopstick going off of the Maverick this time. Or at least thinking about it. No, he's not. But Miyagi's back to the Dokkaebi. And TTV is over the Blackbeard. Let's look at these stats. Punish Toast. I haven't been saying his name too often, but he's doing well for his team. There's a reason they're up 3-1. Maybe all the aggressive, frag-heavy players are on stack, but it's kind of just Miyagi, and his numbers are only high because he had that one round where he got 3 kills right off the bat. If he hadn't gotten those, he'd be right in line with the rest of his team at 2 kills. Round number 5, 2 kills is not where you want to be. Or at least it's not where you want all of your players to be. Alright, if you got a couple players like Lags and Buck Bungus down around there, it's fine. As long as you've got the players up top putting in the work as well. Nothing wrong with being a support player, but here we go, and I am curious, how is Miyagi playing this? Every time he's been on Dokkaebi, he's fragged out really hard at the beginning. Again, playing pretty aggressively. I mean, he's not just rushing into the building, but he is just opening up these windows. Regardless if somebody is watching that. I kind of like this angle, though, because the enemy team doesn't necessarily know this window's been opened yet. Depending on where they're positioned, if they're at the bottom of the stairs, maybe they would. But they could haphazardly wander past this window, and Miyagi might be able to get a kill there. But as of right now, that's not happening. Lag's one of the contenders who might be looking to do that, but for now, he's content just to try to bandit trick. He's got 2 of his batteries down already, and the other 2 he's holding on to in case the Thatcher takes care of that. Of course, there is no Thatcher this time. In fact, there's really no way to take out these batteries. Maybe the Maverick could do it. But this is going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be the Maverick. But of course he hears that. He just backs off, though, and he's going to concede. I almost would have liked to see him fight that. Chopstick is taking a bit of damage, so he's not doing perfect. Lag's choosing to back off, slowly break down this castle barricade. And it's his own team's castle barricade, so he could just remove it. Maybe he wants to be a little bit more subtle about it. Either way, Taj goes down to Chopstick as that Dokkaebi call had come out. Of course, when your Dokkaebi stays alive for more than 45 seconds, she can use that phone call, that logic bomb. Trucknuts and Chopstick have managed to get this door open, or this wall open. So this is a key angle that the attacker going to want to use to get into this bomb site. Trucknuts, you've seen him repelled upside down a couple of times on big walls, and he's very good at it. He's already gotten a couple of kills from this position. Not this exactly, but in previous rounds on other walls. Miyagi's still playing this window. 45 seconds to go this time. He's being droned by Chopstick. So he's waited. He's been patient, but now he wants to frag out. There is somebody watching this hatch, and a great opportunity coming in, getting the first kill for his team in a while. Perk's going to get another one, and it's only one player left. Brady's going to clean up Miyagi, but Doc Hope is right there. Stack 2.3 will finally get a second round as we go into the side swap. Church Arsenal again going to be the starting bomb site. In the basement. Now that sides are swapped, we'll see generally a much different operator lineup from both teams. Again, the Maverick being played by LCC. Legs on the IQ, Buck Bungus on the Buck. I like that. Brady playing Thermite, Taj on Zofia. So pretty similar attacking lineup. The Buck being the one key standout, the one key difference. Then in the basement, of course, you still got Jaeger. You're bringing Bandit to the basement, which is interesting. You've got Vigil, which could be exciting. Maestro and Doc as well. An operator we didn't see being used by Stack 2.3. Or sorry, not being used by LCC.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I hope Bandit enjoys playing on this bomb site, because he will not be playing on this bomb site for too much longer. New operator Cade will likely replace Bandit on this site. As being able to electrify this hatch right here would be huge for the defense. Likely will make this basement a lot stronger to hold. As well as the other hatches. Of course, you can't forget about these two either.
10 seconds to go.
Let's take a look at Perk live. I want to know where he's playing at the start of this round.
5 seconds left.
Finding a drone already. And of course, he was cloaked, so kind of giving up his position by shooting that drone, but it's definitely worth it, especially when he's running around. Going for a really aggressive play. Using the red dot sight as well. This is strange. Doesn't see anybody. Nobody spawned that way, so smartly just going to change his positioning. And this time is what I'm talking about. Turning off that ERC7 when you're around the drone. Don't kill the drone. Or, sorry, keeping it on but not killing the drone. And not revealing your position. Of course, the enemy team keeps the drone, but all in all, getting back to site safely is probably more important. You do have a few pings, though. I think everybody on the defense, yeah, they're all still back down in the basement now, so. The roam threat has been eliminated, but of course, that's not going to be known by LCC. They're going to have to take their time, slowly clear this out. Oh, and a nice shot by Buck Bungus, taking down Miyagi. The bottom fragger kills the top fragger. And Buck Bungus, I'm assuming on his main. I don't know this player, but his name is Buck Bungus. So I'm going to say on his main will take down the Dokkaebi player. The former Dokkaebi player. The rest of his team starting to get down here. Lags finds a default cam. And Buck Bungus is going to get reset by his teammates, so they can take a little bit of time. Still a minute 25 on that clock. Doc Hope, I think he's trying to fire up through that hatch to get a bit of damage down. Certainly won't get any kills through that, but you can always hope. And yeah, you can see Perk live. He's trying to impact trick this. If they use their thermite, oh, and this is exactly what he's going to try to do. And that will work effectively. Really well done by the Vigil. That was all the Texan Dynamite that Brady had. So what Vigil did is he threw his impact grenade up through that little hole right by the hatch. It exploded above the hatch and destroyed the Texan Dynamite that Brady had just put down. And now he's got no more dynamite, so they're not going to be able to get that hatch opened up unless the Maverick uses blowtorch on it. But Trucknuts and Doc Hope are making this a lot harder for the attack. 3 of them remain. And they're starting to get impatient. Lags is coming in now. Ready to attack here onto the Church, and he's going to get the first kill on a chopstick, evening out the numbers 3-on-3. Brady rotating throughout the tunnel, and what a shot from Punish Toes, dropping down on a Trucknuts, but Doc Hope will get the trade. Doc Hope gets another one on the Lags, and it's all up to a 1-on-1 as Brady finds his kill. Of course, all the pressure is on Brady, but he's going for the plant right now. If he's able to get this, the Maestro doing all he can, but up. Brady will be able to take down that camera and get the plant off in time. Really well played by the Thermite player. Now he just needs to protect it. Doc Hope put in a bad position. Sees the head, though. And some great reaction time. Vaulting over. Playing it a little bit slow, but he's got the time. Doc Hope, not too worried about it. Stack 2.3 are going to get their 3rd round, and it's a tie game.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser. Defenders win.
Perk Lives gives him a nice shot. That was a Thermite who got a nice shot. I don't think we saw that one. But these two teams neck and neck. Now, that was the first round since the side swap. It was won by the attacking team, so they're allowed to go back down to the basement. They're choosing CCTV instead, though. And that's not a bad choice. CCTV is also a good bomb site. I'm excited for Perk Live on the Ella, who's of course playing on the Vigil last round. Now moving over to another very roam-heavy operator. Swapping off for the Valkyrie, though. That makes me sad. I always like seeing an Ella play. Valkyrie is probably the better choice, though. Her cameras just provide that really important utility, that really important information, which is the most important kind of utility. So I like that a lot. Buck Bungus moving over from the Sledge to the Glaz. Lags on the Capital. So a few operator swap ups.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Interestingly, from the defense, no hard breacher denial. No mute, no bandits. Certainly no Kaid. So that makes things a lot easier for Brady. And makes Taj a little bit irrelevant. Not entirely, of course. I mean, he can still kill those Valkyrie cams. Or at least disable them for a bit.
10 seconds to insertion.
So, it's decent.
5 seconds left before
If Miyagi's bringing a bulletproof cam, he's not, but were he, and he's playing the ACOG operator of Doc, which means he's going for a run out. You know he is. Or at least a spawn peek. He almost saw somebody, but they are watching this angle. He's got to be really careful. Sees ahead. Trying to fire through that wall. I don't know if it's bulletproof. Either way, though, he's not looking to find out. Retreating back into the garage. Going for some wall bangs, but nothing there. The rest of the defense playing it relatively safe, and he's going to join them up top. Certainly room up here to put all your players in. Brady will start by opening up the garage. Of course, they've likely figured out that there's no hard breach denial, so he doesn't really have to worry about losing his Texan Dynamites. Cannot impact trick on this side, so no worries. An interesting hole being opened up by Punished Toes. Not sure it's going to matter too much, considering they're just opening a giant hole up here instead. Here was the first EMP grenade. Brady finds the Valkyrie on the stairs and getting some really good drone information here, actually. Pinging all of them, but still gets his drone out alive. Oh, almost. Spoke a little bit too soon there. He does not get his drones out alive. Nor does Buck Bungus. Doc Hope hits the headshot onto the sniper. And despite taking probably one shot from that glass, he gets docked right back up to full HP. And they're all looking towards the garage through the wall, though. Doc Hope killed by Brady. Not sure how he got that information, but well done by Brady. Lags gets another one for himself. Taj goes down, but great shot again. Lags doing so much work this round. It's a 2-on-2. Lags worrying about these grenades. It goes off. Doesn't really do anything from behind. Punish Toes will take down Perk Live. It's all up to Chopsticks. Two players he's been up against have been rock solid. Here he comes now in a one-on-one. Rotating around this desk. This is a very dangerous game that he's playing, but he runs out of ammo. With a pistol, he could have had the kill right there, but it's the knife. Punish Toes takes down Chopstick. That was a bit of a goofy final fight. It doesn't matter, though. LCC have won it. They'll go up 4-3. Oh, man. That was goofy. Round number 8 now. Since the side swap, LCC are undefeated 2 rounds in a row. They've put the score advantage back in favor of themselves. Sorry, no, they did lose the first one, didn't they? Round number 6. That's what I was talking about. No, he didn't. I've written something wrong. That's okay, though.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I understand. Excuse me as I try to figure this out. We're good now, though. Don't worry about it. Round number 8 is where we're starting.
5 seconds to go.
Oh, I see what the issue was. I forgot to write down round number 7. I jumped straight from 6 to 8. Math is important, kids. So yes, LCC have won every single round since the side swap, putting themselves up 4-3. And they will choose to defend on the top floor as well. Once again, Trucknuts is playing over in the garage this time. He's not doing the same sort of aggressive play he was trying last time. This is a lot more standard to have somebody playing in this garage. A little bit unaware of where that drone is, and Buck Bungus gets the information. Do that info. Trucknuts gets a little bit of damage put into him. Of course, that was Miyagi he was playing aggressive last time, wasn't it? He was still on the dock. But now Miyagi's rotated over to the Jaeger. And he's still playing on the first floor. I think Taj is about to drone him out. Trucknuts goes down. It's the fire arrow from Lags who eventually finishes him off. Gets down, heals himself back up, but before he can stand, the fire comes and burns.
A bomb has been located.
Nice little angle onto that Valkyrie cam. And Miyagi's still playing down on the first floor. Still looking around for something to kill. Doc Hope sees that this wall's been opened up. Gotta be really careful about that. Oh no, though, the attack taking their time. Ooh, a nice hole opened up. He gets it down. Punish Toes doesn't necessarily know that he got that. The Legion downed. Unless he's got, yeah, okay, he finds it out with the drone, but it'll be really hard to try to finish that one off. So more than likely, we will see the Legion being picked right back up. But Doc Hope, a little bit distracted for now. Finally goes over to help up his fallen comrade. And he's not going to get punished for that. The diffuser goes down in the midst of it, though. And that's good for the attack. Miyagi kills Punish Toes, and Doc Hope kills Brady. Which puts numbers back in favor of the defense, but they're still not in a great position. Still trying to get this retake is going to be tough. Playing from outside, Buck Bungus gets a little bit of a nice hole to peek through. And a great shot on a Miyagi. 3-3 now. Pokes his head up for just a minute. Lags, takes a minute to get that kill. Sees the next one, doesn't land that one in time. Taj a great angle onto this diffuser. Going for the Valkyrie, and Taj gets another one right behind her. LCC win the third round on attack. Now we're in round number 9. And we're match point. All of a sudden, it was looking really good for stack 2.3. Now left curve click have pulled it back for themselves. Looking to continue their run in this Go4 losers out. It's the round of 16. Winner of this moves on to the quarterfinals. Stack 2.3 going to pin their hopes on Church Arsenal. Excuse me. Church Arsenal. Down to the basement they go. Punish Toe still in the Maverick. Brady with the Thermite as well. Again, just as an opportunity to get more of those hatches. Doc Hope on the dock now. Perhaps fittingly. Miyagi's moved over to the Pulse. That signals to me that he might be going for a little bit less of an aggressive playstyle, which I think is going to be good for him. You know, they've got Chopstick and Perk Live. Perk Live's still on the Vigil. We'll see how this goes for him. He's done this before. He went for that run out, or the spawn peak rather.
10 seconds left before insertion.
We'll be trying that again. Making some holes.
5 seconds to go.
Yep, he's trying the exact same thing he tried last time.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse.
Didn't break that board super cleanly. Here's some shots being fired off and decides, you know what? Let's not try to hold this. Likely those shots were maybe aimed at that window as there's a hole in it. He's got that sound information. He's playing over towards it now, and he's got a really easy escape back into the basement should he need that. Taj's looking to do some entry fragging. Made his way into the bomb site, taking care of some default cams, and that's an aggressive player right there. Who is that? It's not Perk Live, is it? No, that is Lags on the Blackbeard. Well, no, he's an attacker. Well, Buck Bungus gets a kill. Oh well. That was Miyagi who was playing aggressively in the billiards room. Perk Live gets one as well. This is the Vigil. Punch Toes likely didn't even realize that there would be a player playing on these steps. And another headshot onto Taj. Perk Live didn't even move his positioning and he got 2 kills. That is dangerous. The power of Vigil when you can't tell exactly where he's at. Just that he's in the area. Very well played by Perk Live, but still 3 attackers to deal with. Of course, trying to secure their spot in the quarterfinals. Got a lot of these hatches opened up. I'm not sure how many. At least one of those had to be from the from the Maverick before he died. Brady's still got one more Texan Dynamite to play with. There's a Bandit, of course, electrocuting this wall here. So if he wants to open that up, it's likely going to need the help of the IQ. Lags with this shield, able to play a little bit more aggressively. This would be a very dangerous peek from the Bandit. He's thinking about a Chopstick. He wants to. Lags is just asking him to, but I think he's restraining himself enough. Takes a little bit of shock damage from the Bandit. Ooh, can't win the gunfight. Gets down and then finished off Doc Hope. Not expected by Lags, who now has to pin his hopes onto 2 teammates to try to win it this round. The same gunfight, a different outcome. Buck Bungus makes that scoreline a little bit closer in terms of players. Brady's used his last Dynamite to get in through the tunnel, but he's not looking the right direction. Wasn't peaked, so he's fine. Trucknuts gets 1 and Perk Live gets the 2nd. Buck Bungus and Brady both fall to a couple of headshots. And Stack 2.3 win their first round in a while. One round number 10. Are we going to see overtime in our first casted match? Or is this going in favor of LLC? They can no longer defend in the basement. This is an important choice. They're going gym. Maybe. That's what they've got selected so far. You can tell they're taking their time. They're having a discussion on which site they want to play. Looks as though they will lock in gym. Of course, you cannot change it during the 6th pick. So by and large, gym is not considered to be the best site. It's considered to be probably the 3rd best. And usually people would choose CCTV. But they actually have not defended yet on gym. They defended basement, CCTV, CCTV, basements. I guess they thought they failed it twice. May as well try something new. Pinning your tournament hopes on a bomb site you have yet to defend.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And it all comes down to this. Of course, Chopstick playing the Bandit. Going to be very vital to try to keep this wall intact as long as he possibly can. Miyagi, very crucial to this strategy as well. Protect your Bandit by placing this armor panel on that doorway so they can't just fire in and get an easy shot onto him.
10 seconds left before insertion.
But in response to those castle barricades, it's very likely that Buck Bungus will be able to pound a couple of them down. And even Lags, if you can get a nice angle with that firebolt, could kind of be a counter to castle. In a few situations. You can see they've reinforced over by CCTV as well. And that's going to be interesting. That means another layer that if they want to come in through the other side, it's going to waste a little bit more time for the LCC. The attackers taking their time. They know that this is one they want to win. They really don't want to go to overtime. And this as soon as they can. Go4's known for going late at night. They do start a little bit earlier now, but even still, you don't want to be up too late. You like to finish these games off as soon as you can. And of course, you know, you'd like to just win the game rather than going to overtime. So a lot on the line here. Everybody playing this as safe as they can, but maybe not safe enough. Lags barely gets a kill on a perk live, trying to get that second gunfight, but he's too little HP. He's going to get taken down. Doc Hope about to kill his Thatcher as well. Gets some great angle, gets the down and gets the kill. Doc Hope doesn't keep this doorway alive, but he doesn't need to. Or this wall doesn't keep himself alive either. Punch toes, Buck Bungus in a 1-on-4. Miyagi to save his team's life in this tournament. Minute and a half to go in this round, Miyagi. No more impact grenades. Looking at where the AIDS bomb site. Oh, sees the player right behind the matches, but he's not playing the correct angle. Taj gets the shot. And the left curve click will move on to the quarterfinals. – 6-4 is your final scoreline. And with that, we will be looking towards the quarterfinals now. And LCC will be there. So, don't worry, because that's coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After a very short break, we're here in the quarterfinals. It's left curve click. We've seen them before versus the boys. Yeah, please excuse me while I adjust the HUD. I think this needs to be up a little bit more. If you were here last time, you'll know that we just finished casting the round of 16 where LCC took down Stack 2.3. Now they'll be moving on against the Canadian team, the boys. Everything on the HUD should be good now. Border is our map this time. Hope everybody enjoyed the last match. It looks like the other caster is not going right now. Might start up again. I don't know. That's none of our concern right now, though. Whatever's going on over there. What's going on over here? So we're about to start the quarterfinals. Now the boys, again, we're casting a brand new team. I'm not saying these players are inexperienced, but they have not played under this team, the boys. Both these teams going to need to place very well in this tournament if they want to make it to the monthly finals. Top 2 is pretty much what both these teams are looking at if they want to make it, which is very difficult, but that's why you play in the earlier weeks. Regardless, one of these teams will make it to the top 4. The other will not. The boys just finished off a match against 18 and older Gunners, who are not a brand new team. They haven't played in a while, at least in a Go4. So, the new blood takes down the old. That was not a match we saw. The match we did just see, if you've forgotten in the past 10 minutes. LCC beating Stack 2.3 in a very close game. 6-4 was the scoreline. I'd like to remind people that we are on a 3-minute delay, as is mandatory by ESL, to avoid any sorts of cheating. So if you message anything, I will read it. I'm reading the chat, but I might respond 3 minutes later, unless I type it out to you. And also, if somebody else is streaming or if you know these players, it's perfectly fine to go watch them. I just ask we don't spoil things in the chat. I'm not going to insta-ban people who don't know that rule, but just to keep things exciting for the players who, or for the viewers who don't have those streams open. Or don't have the players on friend lists. But from the words of Left Curve Club, or Left Curve Click, sorry, their 5th is coming. We are quite a bit behind schedule in this Go4, but Go4s always end up behind schedule, so it's not a big deal. There's Punished Toes. I'll wait for the R's. There's LSG. Maybe that's the same team. There's Taj. Here we go. The quarterfinals have begun. In the North American PC Go4 number 141. Left Curve Click versus the boys. If you're interested in following Vitreous on stream, you can go do that. We'll take a look at these rosters before we go live. Of course, Left Curve Click have Buck Bungus, Taj, Lags, Brady, and Punished Toes. Same 5 we saw last time. And over on the boys, they've got Joe, Vitreous, LSG, Nivek, and Jims. Maybe that's Joey. I want to call him Joey. Lion, the first one banned. That was banned out by the boys. Because unlike last match, both teams realized that Lion was not an auto ban. So they've got to use their regular ban on him. Last match was very nice with the gentleman's agreement not to use Lion. I appreciate that both teams followed that. But Lion's gone this time, and LCC Benino Glaz was a very prominent operator in the last round. In the round of 16. And they did struggle against him. They used him as well, but no shame in just getting him off the board. And Maestro gone for border as well. This is a map where sometimes you see a hard breacher banned like it was last time. Generally you don't see Habana banned, but Thermite could have been an option. Not taken because of course you need to use that Lion. Glaz is very powerful. Mirror the final ban as well. A staple ban. Not as game-breaking as Lion, of course, but type of operator that you really shape your defense around, and so banning her can make a huge difference. But regardless, we're past the ban stages. We're now into the prep phase, and it's Armory Lockers Archives, your first bomb site. A surprise to nobody at all. This is far and away the best bomb site on this map. And Punished Toe is still going with the Maverick. Now, last time we theorized that the Maverick was only really being played because Habana was banned out. But the way Punished Toes were playing him, I actually agree with taking him anyway. Maverick did really well last time. For this team, he had some very creative holes that used some surprise tactics to get him a couple of kills. Now being used up against the boys. Round number 1, about to start off in the quarterfinals. And we'll watch this setup. There's a Valkyrie. We'll see where she wants to put her black eyes right now, just in the main hallway. Putting up some standard reinforcements. That reinforcement that she put up with the first one could signal that somebody's going to be playing over in security. They can often hide behind that. That's usually the farthest you'll see roamers go, unless you're playing with a really aggressive team. Generally, if you're watching a match on border while defending Armory Lockers, people don't really roam downstairs. LSG just gonna be trying to bandit trick. Maybe not trick, but banditing over here. Virus on smoke. Alrighty. Standard setup. Is Jim's going for a run out? That's the question I have. He has opened up this window, but that was mostly just to throw this out. Nobody's over here, so it doesn't really matter. Lags on the IQ could try to deal with that, but again, they're not over by that direction right now, so he doesn't care all that much. It could be coming towards it at some point. Looks like Jims has the information. There are players over there now. Saw just the tip of that gun. I believe that was by the Maverick. And climbing this, that's going to be a great easy kill from Jims. Punishing the Punished Toes. No more Maverick. Don't have to worry about that blowtorch being a threat any longer. Jim's in a bit of a sticky situation, though, because they know where he's at, and they've kind of got him cornered here. If he tries to run right past, he's going to find himself in a bad way. Tries to go for the jump out. Joey gets lags, but ooh, a nice trade from Nivek. Takes down Buck Bungus, and all of a sudden it's 2-on-3. Trying to hold upstairs. The attackers down quite a few men. They weren't looking to lose. The boys playing this very aggressively. It's kind of what you like to see. Taj on quite little HP. They could try to reset him. They've got enough time to do so, but it'll be a little bit difficult. Brady does have these stun grenades, or just pistol through the wall. Both options. Thermiting open the B bomb site, but coming around towards the doorway instead. Making this player try to play both angles, but Nivek will play it really well and get the headshot. It doesn't matter. It's a 1-on-3. Taj with 25 health. This is going to be so difficult for him. Steps in a goo mine, and peeking out is Nivek, and he will get the kill. The boys win round number 1. And a pretty good round for them. Played it pretty aggressively. Their Valkyrie did die for it, but got his money's worth, and the rest of his team cleaned up really nicely as well. Ventilation Workshop is our next bomb site, which again is to be expected. One thing we might see with the new operators coming out is we might see that the basement sites, or the lower sites, get picked a little bit more often just because you can now electrify those hatches. So if that were to happen, then who knows, we might see some sites swap up. Maybe not on this map, just because Armory Lockers is very good for the defense. But defenses on the lower floors definitely get stronger with the addition of Cade.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So they're going downstairs. Of course, you're going to have Joey and likely even more players up here at the start. You'll likely have a couple of roamers playing up on the second floor, just because holding the second floor is so crucial to holding this bomb site down here. Force the attackers to make a difficult decision. Do they waste time by clearing out players up top, or do they just rush bomb site and have to worry about players shooting them from above? Generally, the safer teams will choose to clear out the top floor. But just an extra step that you can force your opponents to take while you're a defender. Like the decision to reinforce up here, play up here. I think they did put down an ADS somewhere. Looks like even 2. But Joey, excited for what he's about to pull off. And, the player shooting out this door is very far away. But regardless, they've started to enter the building, and they're going to pay for that. Brady, this long angle has been the death of so many players. Brady with such little HP, the fact that he's in such a safe position means that he'll likely be okay to get picked back up, but it's going to take quite a long time, and his teammates have to devote somebody to go back and do that. It will be Buck Bungus, runs back to find Brady, and again, so careful of this angle. But nobody's playing it anymore. Joey has backed off towards the rest of his second floor teammates. Jims is up here, and LSG as well. The attackers have taken control of this open office space, you can already see, with the outlines, and Jim's about to find somebody with an easy kill. Thatcher going down, not too afraid of that EMP grenade, I'll tell you that much. Firing through the Maverick hole as well. Gotta be very careful of that. And it's Brady who gets a kill onto Joey. Jim's still trying to run around, but Punish Toes with the pistol takes him down. LSG evening with the numbers once again. Makes it a 3-on-3. He's the castle up here. This is why holding this floor is so important. Buck Bungus using that hold made by the Maverick though. And Aviak again trades out for lags. 2-on-2. Playing from below the dock with that ACOG. Able to find the shot onto the IQ. So they lost a lot of bodies, but they got a couple of kills, and they've, more importantly, secured this top floor control. Now, they lost their Habana very early, which is going to make it a lot more harder to go for those hatches. And looks like Punish Toes isn't too interested in getting those hatches either. Puts down the Claymore, it almost just instantly went off. But I think Naviak notices that it's there now, and he's not going to go for that again. Firing up top, got to be really careful of those holes being made by the enemy team, by the Maverick, and the smoke. Gonna make his job a little bit easier. Just run back, heal yourself back up. You're a doc, you can do those types of things. And now with 30 seconds left and no teammate, Buck Bungus finds himself in a 1-on-2. 25 seconds now. He's gonna make a big hole, but he loses a bunch of health for it. He knows they're watching that angle. Sees the bulletproof camera, but he's not looking at the player behind it. Vitreous wins it for the boys, and they're going to win their second round in a row. 2 wins for the defense now. They're going to have to go to their third bomb site. Ooh, and Jims has left the game. That could be a rehost. Oh, but he's returned in time. Looks like we're good to go. That's nice. You always hate to see rehosts. So Jim's Slight disadvantage that he had about 2 seconds fewer than the rest of the players to choose his operator, but I'm sure he's not too worried about it. Customs Supply is the bomb site for number 3. Choosing that one over Tellers.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And probably the better site. You see this one a little bit more often. It can be difficult for the defense to hold, mainly because of this window right here. Allows some very easy access for the attack to get in, plant the bomb. And of course there are ways to counter that. There's ways to counter everything, but just might put the advantage a little bit more in favor of the attackers. And honestly, the left curve click kind of need that right now. They're down 2-0. They haven't been looking too strong these last couple of rounds. I mean, they've been close to some extent. The last one was a 2-on-1. But the aggressive play is happening from the boys.
5 seconds to insertion.
They're not afraid to stick with an angle. A lot of times you'll see a roamer player hold somewhere, and then as soon as he sees a little bit of opposition, just run away. But these guys are sticking to their guns, and it's more or less been working out for them. We'll see how they take this, though. Buck Bungus on the Ash this time. Not an operator we've seen yet today. Already up on the balcony. Likely wanted to take this pretty aggressively. Now, there are defenders up here on the second floor. One of us made a little bit of a poke hole, and Buck Bungus getting a little bit unlucky with those shots. This is the window I was talking about. Vitreous trying to hold it, but he can't do it. Lags gets the kill. The Capital with that primary weapon will get it. And this is a really nice angle as well. Of course, it's pretty susceptible to anybody just walking in that door right in front of him. That is outside. But if Jims can stay here, that'll be good for him. You can see he's got Joey back here in the security room as well, trying to protect his back. And even LSG here on the second floor. So still 3 defenders here on the second floor. Only 1 back on the bomb site. And you tell the attack, they're aware of this. Holding some angles, trying to pinch security room. They've got drones, they've got people watching. Taj moving forward, Punish Toast just holding this angle. And Brady's starting to join the fray as well. In a firefight, Jim's going to win it over Taj. 4-on-4 though, Brady will get the retrade. And now trying to fight the second player up top, but Brady not going to do it. He gets downed. I don't think that Joey realizes, no, he's just going to drop rather than getting that kill. Unfortunate that he doesn't manage it. LSG's still up top though, and he could go for something aggressive. A great flank onto Punish Toast, the 3-on-3. Brady's still downed as well. Running outside. He's going to get the pickup. Oh, almost gets the deny. That would have been huge, but Buck Bungus comes in to save the day. And the defenders have rotated back down to site. Joey healed up by that dock. Only 1 stim pistol remains for Nivek. And they're just watching hatches. That's all you need to do in this situation. And Nivek sees the Ash, and a great shot on a Buck Bungus, shutting down that really powerful player. He's been having a great game so far. Brady jumping into this bomb site. Now he's just going to go for this plant. Cover of smoke. A little bit of a distraction play. Nivek wants to try to stop that, but Lags going to get his teammate. He runs towards the bomb site, but he's off that angle. Lags gets the kill on Nivek. Great bait by LCC. Go for that plant, then stop going for it. Get some kills instead. Really well done. LCC get their first one on the board. The downside for that, though, was it was customs. And they already lost an armory ventilation. If the patterns continues, we'll see a side swap with 4-1. Which is not good for the attacker. Armory lockers is our next bomb site. And again, they did just win one. LCC really need to use this momentum advantage. It's tough. They got to play smart, because they got to watch out for the aggressive plays from the boys, but they also got to play smart themselves. Or, sorry, they also play it aggressive themselves. You can work off this momentum. And the Montaigne from Punish Toes. Interesting. I'm excited to see how that turns out for him.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Only one way to find out. We're here defending the top floor once again. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty similar setup to what we've seen before. Last time we saw the Valkyrie playing over here in the B bomb site, going for some really aggressive plays, and it worked out quite well for him. Got a nice little kill. This time, I expect to see some counterplay to that, though. Surely left curvature click. I've learned their lesson.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I'll take these guys a little bit more seriously.
5 seconds left. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
The attacker's ready to get going on things.
kill zone.
Jim's playing the same angle it was last time. Puts the camera in a different spot. Last time it was on the ground. This one gives him a lot more sight. But it is kind of common. So the enemy team might that. Sees the IQ. Is he going to go for this run out? Surely he's watching this. Yeah, Buck Bungus died to this last time. Or sorry, no, that was Toes, didn't it? But Buck Bungus still needs to be very careful of this. Looking for those Valkyrie cameras. Valk has not been to the baseball camp in this patch, but still, I don't think his cassette threat was far enough range to find that Valkyrie cam, so. Still playing with it. Joey's going to drop, and he just used the Valkyrie cam to get a lot of information here. He's not watching the right side of the doorway, but if he could get this kill, I believe that's onto Lags. Yeah, Lags crosses past, and he gets his feet shot at, but he will live just barely. I really like that play by Joey. You didn't get the kill for it, but you got that damage down. Really for free. Free damage. As long as he can make it back to site. He's a little bit out of position, I suppose. Ooh, Brady leaves the game. That is not good. Punish Toads gets his headshot off at the exact same moments. Vitreous is down, but he'll likely get picked back up. Some really unfortunate luck for him. Vec playing by this doorway. A great job. Gets killed himself, though. Lags will get the retrade. Still firing in through this smoke. It's all up to Buck Bungus. Vitreous finds Lags. This is a tough round for the LCC. Knows the Jager's back there, but Jims goes for the run out, and that's all the boys need. Once again, we will not need a rehost. Which is nice to see, but still very unfortunate that we did have that disconnect. Ventilation workshops, of course, the site. On 3-1, as I said, 4-1 would be a very strong scoreline coming out from border defense. Wouldn't be impossible for the left curve click to take it back, but 4-1 is a serious disadvantage. It's a big mountain you got to climb. 3-2, completely different story though. Very, very climbable. 4-1 is a mountain, 3-2 is molehill in comparison.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Getting ready for the setup. Of course, they bring the castle LSG. Block off a couple of these key doorways. And again, of course, they're going to be playing some players upstairs. Jim's already running it up here. Joey likely to be playing a few ADSs up here as well. See where he puts these, but yeah, a lot of committal by the Jaeger up top, as is expected.
10 seconds to insertion.
Keeping armory lockers is a very secure place for the defenders to try to hold. Blocking his own teammates. Finally makes it back. Puts down his own gadgets and comes back here. LSG able to block themselves off and keep them safe. So it'll be him, Joey, and Jim's all playing upstairs once again, while the smoke and the dock play on the first floor. And they're careful of a few shots coming in their way already. But they know where these sightlines are. They know where they can keep playing and be safe. So they're not too concerned about these gunshots firing forward towards them. Buck Bungus is ready to try to drone this out. Of course, there's not... Ooh, punish toes. A really nice shot under Jim's. Headshot takes down the Legion. Blackbeard's a very good operator. Now Joey about to get droned. Yes, he will. Chooses just to back off. Probably the smart play. He's going for the drop. Yes, he will. Silently drops. Leaving just LSG up top. Drops nice and normally. So everybody is rotated down to the first floor. The attackers don't necessarily know this yet. They're still playing it very cautious. They try to get up here. Take control of the site. But Punish Toes has drawn this out. He's going to find this. Sees what looks like the smoke. Dealing with some holes, some last minute prep, and lags. Gets another kill onto a defender. That's through the floor. Shots come right back up on him, but he's still doing fine. I think the first time Buck Bungus tried to open up the floor with the Ash Charge, the ADS caught it, but now he's in a gunfight. These holes go both ways. He needs to be careful with this. Down on the ground, very little HP. That smoke canister didn't get popped off in time. That's really unfortunate. He probably could have gotten the kill on a Buck Bungus since he's so low. Vitrios will keep himself alive, but doesn't get any kills for it. Joey and LSG both will, though. Running upstairs, Joey with the flank. Still in the firefight. Another one on a Buck Bungus. He was on such little HP that it was an easy shot, but he's lost a lot of his health in the process. Now they've got to be careful once again of this upstairs flank. Punish Toes still focusing down in the basement, and a really good angle. Vitrios not watching for that one. Lag still watching for the player flanking up top, but I don't think he really understands where Joey's at. Joey's nowhere near the angle that Lags is watching. Not anymore, at least. They're separated by a castle barricade, and it's a familiar ADS. He'll walk past, he gets back down to the bomb site. Dropping into sight, Punish Toes. Hasn't found anybody. Goes for the plant. This is a very dangerous one. And Joey will find him. 15 seconds. LSG just runs to the exact same spot. And the boys go up 4-1 before the half swap. Round number 6 here. Again, Armory Lockers Archives. Nothing surprising about that. Tad using Echo. We haven't seen Echo all night. He was banned for the first map in the round of 16. But, an operator, I guess an operator not needed. But also an operator, yeah, an operator not used, not needed. When the boys were on defense, they did just fine without an Echo. Going to be utilized by LCC. Strong choice. Echo's very good. We're also bringing in Ella with the deployable shield. That's an interesting place to put a deployable shield. I've seen it before. It's not super common, but it's not super new. See where Punish Toes plays. A lot of times you'll see an Ella being played maybe over here in security room. Depends though what he's feeling like. Probably won't see a super far roam. I'd be really surprised if you see an Ella roaming around downstairs here.
10 seconds left.
Right now in the break room though. Be up to him where he wants to head out. He's just back with his team right now though. And it doesn't look like there's the same aggressive spawn peak that was happening from the enemy team's Valkyrie. Just opening up this hole. Could be used for a C4 or something later on. Buck Bungus wants to be aggressive. He's got himself quite a tight angle. Tad's using this deployable shields, but Punish Toes says, nope, me. I'm going to be up here. It seems that this Buck has already taken care of any bandit batteries that may have been on this wall. Nobody was playing around this area to try to deny that either, so... Vitrios gets it pretty much for free, as I say. He's missing his shots. The player up top is, that is, the Ella. Feels bad about that one. That was a kill he wanted to get. And again, you can hear this Buck doing work from down below. I like the choice of operators here. from the boys. Bring the Buck. Bring the Ash, too, to play a little bit more aggressively. It's how they like to be playing it. The Blackbeard, a good one, too. Has info. Just going to get his drone killed, though. Calling it out to his team. Vitreous likely trying to capitalize off that call. Not quite finding them. However, a grenade through that hole would do quite well. There's the grenade. Throws it up, and don't think he cooked it for quite long enough. Predicted, but Punished Toes doesn't hit his shots. Again, the Ella failing to fire down through those bars and taken down. First kill of the match. Minute 17 to go. Of the round, at least. Vitreous's drone gets taken care of, and oh. Starting to get things underway, and Yvek will take down Brady as well. Only 2 defenders remain. It's just Taj and Buck Bungus. Taj on that yokai, but they've kind of conceded the B bomb site. Most players are over there, but again, they're on a 2v5. There's a lot of attackers to go around. Buck Bungus, careful of where he's playing. Taj playing a little bit aggressively, especially for an Echo. This angle is being watched, though. Oh, but he hits the shot. It doesn't matter. Joey goes down, and he almost wins the second one, too. He's got to be very careful. Not looking the right way. What are you doing, Jims? Goes down. Bungus finds one as well. This is very winnable if they attack. All of a sudden, these 2 players have gotten 3 kills, 4, because Vitreous is down as well. And they have the information that he's down. The Blackbeard so low, and LCC will win round number 6 in an amazing comeback. Unbelievable. Taj and Buck Bungus keeps their team going. A successful defense on Armory Lockers. They'll head down to the ventilation workshop. Great comeback on that round. Punished Toes using the alibi this time. You can tell he likes to get creative with his roaming operators. It was a good defense, but that wasn't Armory Lockers, and they did take them quite a bit to be able to get that. For this next round, they'd like to win it a little bit more decisively. I mean, it's great if your 2 players can clutch, but you can't rely on that every single round. At least, in theory, you shouldn't be able to. Maybe they will anyways, but round number 7, starting things off. And again, as I've been saying, they'll likely put some players up top. Taj on this castle. A lot of standard stuff going on for the defense. Other than the alibi, of course. But I don't dislike this play. Punished Toes is going to be playing on the second floor here. Could give these roamers a little bit more information. How they want to play this. Punished Toes actually dropping downstairs after using only 1 utility up there. The rest of his Prismas still in hand. Gonna be using them maybe more on the first floor. Alright. I don't know how I'm feeling about this defense so far. Brady's gotta be careful he doesn't shoot his own team's Prisma. It's up there. Anyways, we've started off with the attack. See, Joey has already gotten his way in. Going down the stairs. LSG right next to him. Not droning for him, though. They're fine. Yvek on the Blackbeard. A very powerful spot for this operator to be at. Using these windows, to his advantage. Vitreous droning for him. Sees nobody in here. Going over towards the south side. Now he's going to come towards where the rest of the players are. There's 2 hiding in there. I don't think he saw the second one. Putting this alibi by the window without a Thatcher or anything makes it really hard to deal with because you can't vault in without setting off the alarm. You can't shoot it either. So you're kind of just stuck sitting behind it until you can flank around. There's that doorway, as you can see on the screen, just to the left. If he can find like a bit of that base, he can do something about it, but Yvette in a bit of a tough spot right now. The rest of the upstairs attackers have actually used their thermite to open up this wall, and Buck Bungus takes down the Buck. Vitreous goes down. He was droning for Nivek earlier on. Nivek now stuck droning for himself. And upstairs, Joey, not super caring about that alibi clone. More so just wants to do things upstairs. Buck Bungus does get refragged. A little bit late, but doesn't really matter at this point. You can see Nivek drop down on your screen as well. 4-on-4 still the defenders. Holding a few angles. And with a shotgun out, Brady, I don't really like the fact that he was still trying to open up the site, especially from that angle. Joey gets a nice headshot onto him. That's the Ash, who's in a bit of a tough spot. I mean, you can see his teammate planting, and he's actually in a great position to stop these players trying to stop the defuse. There he goes. Joey gets one, but he's not looking for the second guy right behind him. Taj is there, and it's turned into a 2-on-2. His own castle barricade's what he runs into. He's going to have to open it up with that impact. Jumping forward, but what a shot. Taj takes down Jims in a battle he really should never win. Vaulting in through the window. Punished Toes will get the kill. And LCC take round number 7. They're coming for the comeback. I said they can't just have 2 players clutch it, but that's what they're doing. This is the game plan that the Left Curve Club have decided to utilize. Click, sorry. Now they're forced to go to custom supply, and again, this bomb site often favors the attackers. The boys have been searching for this match point. This is probably going to be their best chance to get it. Because after round number 8, I can guarantee you we're not going to see this bomb site again. Well, I guess they could come back, but would not be advisable. The boys have failed to attack on every site so far. Those being Ventilation Workshop and Customs Ventilation. Or, sorry. Armory Lockers and Ventilation Workshop. What am I thinking? So if they want to win this match, if they at least want to force to overtime, I'm not going to say this is do or die for them, but it's very worrying if they can't get this one. Because then they have to win on a site that they haven't won on. Round has started, though. And again, you see a lot of defenders up on the second floor. Brady's up there. Taj is up there. I expect, yeah, Lags is up here. And Punch Toe is actually back on the first floor, interestingly enough. This might be what's needed. The grenade coming around. He's ready to impact trick this. He's being flashed, but he's got an ADS with him. Catching that. Oh, does he see that head? He's got to be very careful holding that grenade. Goes for the gunshot instead. Tries to impact this still, but it doesn't quite work out. Oh, this is a dangerous game Punished Toes is playing. Let me tell you, he's going to drop that Prisma in hopes that he could fool somebody into shooting it. He's got to watch our players from above. That's his teammate, though. Nothing too much to worry about. Trying to fight this firefight again. The help of the Prisma. It's the strength of the alibi you're seeing right here, but can't connect his shots, and Punished Toes will get 0 kills in that engagement. So most of the attackers now, they've opened up that wall. They spent a lot of players there to do it. They did it quickly, and now they've rotated everybody up to the second floor. Almost everybody. Nivek still playing this wall. But LSG's up here on the balcony. The Ash was up here, but Joey just got taken down by Lags. Jim's trying to clear out this first floor as well. Taj, after getting that kill, took a little bit of damage, but very happy about that. He's A-okay with being back here. And you see Jim's bullets rattling past him. LSG deciding just to drop down in a firefight, going through the hole, but can't hit the head. Taj gets another one for this round. That's 2 for him so far, and Yevek will find one of his teammates. Punch Toes goes down. He's got the ping. The smokes are out. Gotta be careful. Ooh, fired through the smoke. Yevek will get that kill, and Brady gets another one at LSG. It's a 2-on-3. Vitreous on this Capitao. Fires off the first firebolt, as we can see there, and it looks like Nievak walked over that Prisma and is now being tracked. That's going to wear off. Vitreous actually just going for that plant. You can see him on the screen of Nievak, and he's got some good cover. Nievak needs to be careful, but yes, there will be the bomb planted. The diffuser planted. A nice shot from Nievak. How does he hit that? Buck Bungus goes down. Nievak will fall to lags, though, and it's a 2-on-1 trying to defend this diffuser. Running in through the window. He's got that information. Vitreous gets one. Can he get the second one through the wall? Going for it, but getting shot through the window. He won't be able to make it. Brady gets the kill. And what an intense match. Left curve click will win their third round in a row and their third round on defense. They've been looking so strong since the side swap. And if you're the boys right now, you're looking scared. You've got to win an attack on either Armory Lockers or on Ventilation Workshop. That was the bomb site that you were supposed to win. That was the bomb site that would have sent you at least to overtime. Now you got to win one that you shouldn't. Again, same lineups we've seen from both teams. Punish Toes in the smoke. I believe he was the one who was playing Ella and all the silly roamer operators. But not this time. One thing is certain, we will see at the very minimum 10 rounds this game. 6-4 is the most uneven scoreline we can see. That's exactly what the LCC are looking to make it. Starting to set up their defense, and again, last time we often have seen, while defending this site, we've seen it a couple of times now, someone playing right around here, right around this B-bomb site, and either peeking out this window or playing around this doorway. I'm interested to see what they choose to do on this defense, if anything aggressive like that. A lot of site destruction going down. But the attackers have been let loose. Brady's still doing a little bit of last second setup. Doesn't look like anybody's doing anything especially aggressive. You've got your Echo with the ACOG, but he is more than likely not going to be the one who does this aggressive play. Okay, it'll be Buck Bungus here playing on the Armory Locker window. Nobody spawned in the northeast, though, so again, this is likely not going to be fruitful. He'll likely just drop off. You can see the player in your bottom left side of your screen. That's Nievak. The Blackbeard loves this angle. Careful. Did he get the drone information? He had his crosshair right on the head, but he didn't take the shot. Buck Bungus will, and he gets rewarded for it. Nievak goes down. And just another cart in the train of disaster that has been the boys in the past couple of rounds. No Blackbeard, not a crucial operator, but one you were really hoping could sit on that window, play safe behind his shield, and put down pressure. That pressure no longer going to be an asset you can use. Missing his shots. LSG a little bit slow on that reaction time. Crawling down below. The smoke canister does get shot out of the air. Well done. Whether that was Vitreous or LSG that got the shot, doesn't really matter. Vitreous still trying to play this, and that was a nice kill. Lags goes down. Just the tightest angle. The pre-fire from Vitreous does get it. Some really high quality plays going down. And still trying to get into this bomb site. You see Jim's just walking forward. He's made it in, but runs right back out. Gotta be careful. There's still that yokai they gotta worry about, and you can hear it rattling off. Buck Bungus with that C4. Again, denying this plant. They don't know where it's at. Taj doing a great job. Punch Toast will just jump right in, but he loses his life. LSG, and now this is a good rotate. Buck Bungus finishes off the damage of Taj. Taj will get this one. No, he won't. But he gets the last one. Jim's Buck Bungus pulling his weight. LCC win round number 9. That's 4 in a row. Oh, boy. The boys are going down. That's what it looks like, at least, if these last 4 rounds have had anything to say about it. After round 5, I called it a mountain. But they've got the climbing gear on. They're doing really well so far. Left curve click. Trying to end it out with a frost. Does that get 6 picked off of, or is that sticking? He hasn't locked it in. He's thinking about the 6 pick. Okay. That's more like it. The frost for the smoke. Thank you.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Ventilation workshop. Here they are. And at least something is being done on that attack. Jims has moved over to the Jackal, which is not an operator we've seen yet. I don't know if it's going to help a whole lot. I mean, you don't often see Jackal on this map. But I guess what he's trying to accomplish with that is he's trying to get some players from this top floor to rotate back down to the first floor a little bit sooner. You don't necessarily need to take the engagement. You can just find their footprints, and then they're forced to either drop down or take a fight at a bit of a disadvantage. But again, this is standard 4 players up top in an attempt to defend ventilation workshops. They're bringing 5 up top. Surely somebody's going to drop down. Okay, Punish Toes is going down, and Taj might as well. Buck Bungus is playing his holes. Brady DVS is in the security room. Ooh, and gotta be very careful. An information game not in favor of the defense. This could be a good shot, but Brady stays alive. Not sure who that was firing forward. It was Joey. Jim's trying to clear out this CCTV, or security room as well. He's got a drone for him. This is where the footprint tracker might help out him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just find out where this Valkyrie's gone. She's on site. Perfectly fine. Just going to run around here for a little bit. Don't worry about it too much. But there's still players up top they got to take care of. And Joey, I'm a little bit worried about this positioning. Is he worried about it? Oh, he gets the down. Somebody got the down. Joey finishes off Buck Bungus. That's the first kill now in favor of the boys. Again, for their tournament life. Need to clear out this top floor. Looks like Lags has dropped down. Everybody is on the first floor. So this is how they're going to be playing it. LSG's taking a bit of damage, but they're not too worried about that. And Yavek just trying to play these holes. Sees a foot there. As he walked into that sight line, he got a lot of damage down. That was under the smoke, but can't finish it off. Joey can't finish it off either. It's a 4-on-4. Brady evens out the numbers. And the attackers just playing peekaboo with these holes. Niavek finds one. That's on the Lags with that Blackbeard shield. Likely made slightly easier for him. And again, playing these hatches. This is why top control is so important. There's 2 defenders. There's 1 defender. Vitreous is going off. Can he get Taj? Taj gets the first kill. He's upstairs, actually. Certainly they know that now. Oh, up top he saw that head for just a minute. But I don't think he actually saw it on his screen. That is unfortunate. He could have had a kill there. And he's lucky that player dropped down. Niavek is ready for it. We're going to overtime. Boys win round number 10. Round number 11. The boys will start on offense. That's not good. It's not good for them at all because it has been defense winning, what, 8 out of these 10 rounds? I'm going to say 8 out of 10 rounds. The odds are in favor of the LCC is all I'm saying. Of course, overtime is only a best of 3. Left curve click will get to defend twice, whereas the boys will be attacking twice. Here they go.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Activating camera.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate.
So this has been a bomb site that has been defended 4 times successfully over the course of this game. Never has it been cracked by the attackers. Come close a couple of times. You still got Buck Bungus. This is the angle he's been playing. And last time he did this, he was rewarded with an early kill onto Nievek. Nievek's nowhere near there, though. An interesting spot. Usually you don't have your Blackbeard over here. If you have Blackbeard, he's likely looking towards that B window. But right now, just staring at this door. Not a whole lot to it. And because of that, Buck Bungus has got nobody to shoot at. Might be a bit sad about that. Brady drops down to the first floor. Very rarely do you see somebody go on the first floor when defending armory lockers. The fact that it was late likely means he's not going to get droned out either. The fact that his teammate has already killed the Capitao is not a bad thing. Sounds to me like a big hole is coming up. LSG has opened up that armory locker's door, or wall even. Joey's down here on the first floor, and he might have just realized that the Valkyrie's down here. Yeah, they definitely are aware of each other's positions. Brady actually getting a yokai to go drone for him. There's nobody down here. Brady, meanwhile, looks to his flank. Still worried about this Ash. Joey not even really playing around here anymore. Nievek has been called around to the front door. But right now, Brady's just wasting a ton of time. Nievek has rotated over this window I said he's likely going to be playing at. And a great shot onto Punish Toes. We're all evened out in terms of the numbers. And that's the smoke down. That's not the operator you want to go down early. Ready for a run out. Joey. There's the run out. It's not where they were expecting, though. Brady. On that first floor, as I said, it's not common to have people down on that first floor. It's a great job from the Valkyrie. Oh, and the Blackbeard again. Not expecting this Valkyrie's positioning. Why would she be there? Nobody knows, but Nievek is going to get punished for it regardless. About 50% HP left. I was about to say, I don't really like the fact that he's propelled. He's going to go back down onto the ground. Try to take down this Valkyrie. And Brady is watching the doorway. Ooh, and looks back. Nievek with the pistol. Finds the head of Brady, and they're going to trade 1-for-1 as Buck Bungus takes down Jim's a little bit farther on the map. We can see LSG just went down, and Buck Bungus puts round number 11 in favor of LCC. As we were saying, that is a hard bomb site for the attack. LCC on match point now, but of course they do have to attack on armory lockers, which we've currently seen 5 times successfully defended. It's been a while, though. Maybe the boys have forgotten how to defend. This could definitely go in favor of the left curve click. Not going to call it just yet.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Buck Bungus on the buck. That's what I like to see in overtime. And the only chance is going to get to play that operator. His opponent's ready to set up, and if you can recall, it was quite a while ago now, but they played this pretty aggressively. Nyevek is on the dock, and that kind of signals to me that they will again be playing this aggressively. It was Jim's last time who was doing some shenanigans. We'll see again who it is.
10 seconds remaining.
But Nyevek to Jim's, Joey, all could be planning something dastardly.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse. Defender has left the designated station.
Jim's with a quick run out. That's going to be a very important camera for him, assuming he doesn't get taken down. There's the IQ again. But last time, Lags wasn't able to actually find that camera. And again, this time it's Nyevek who's using it. But the attackers, they're just kind of avoiding that whole side of the map. Which I don't think is a bad choice. There is one over there. We see him. Not noticing this camera. Who is that? Is that Taj? Nope. That is Buck Bungus. He's more focused on the first floor right now. Punish Toes is up here trying to clear this out. They've already taken security room. Brady with 2 dynamites in his pocket. It's totally fine to open that wall up when he gets the opportunity to. Ooh, and Punish Toes goes down to Nyevek on the bottom floor. Punish Toes gets another one. Headshot on an LSG. Great job by him to try to win it for his team. Make it into the semifinals. Jims will take down Buck Bungus though, and that's going to hurt him. The smoke clouds forces him out of position. The smoke just keeps following him no matter where he goes. Jims with another kill as well. There's 2 players with 2 kills. 1 on each team. This has been the Valkyrie flank. So we saw last round as well, the Valkyrie flanking down on the first floor. Right now, though, neither player are looking towards anybody else. That's the defense playing this pretty standardly, trying to play against this wall. Punish Toes has realized that this is where he needs to be, clearing out this ADS with his stun grenades. Peeking aggressively. There's that bulletproof camera he's really got to be worried about, but what was that peek? Vitreous manages to make it back down to his teammates, but Joey gets one on a Brady. A great shot from Punish Toes. Gets 3 now in this round. Gets a 4th one. Punish Toes going for the ace. It's just the Valkyrie. The opening fragger from the enemy team. He's got the information on where the defuse is happening, but running away, that's Taj. He's not going to die today. Taj rotating to a different spot where he's going to, again, try to place this. But now here comes Punish Toes. He's still got that shield in front of him. It takes a bullet, but it's still up and the diffuser goes down. Jims is again trying to fight this, but it's Punish Toes with the ace. They move to the semifinals and a great round from the left curve click. Well done by the Blackbeard player. He's got a shield on his face, but that is still no easy task. 7-5 in overtime. So that was the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. We're now going to be moving on to the semifinals, and I'm not sure exactly when that is going to be starting. But as soon as it does, stick around because we're going to be casting it.
don't shoot me down.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the North American PC Go4 number 141, Rainbow Six Siege. We're here in the semifinals. The Left Curve Click versus Wrecked Esports. Ready to go live. Oregon will be our map. Of course, it's a best of one here. Don't know what the emotes you guys have been spamming are all about, but whatever. I'm glad we're here and we're ready to watch the game. Took a little bit longer to get in, just due to the fact that I think they were having some troubles banning maps. And the players asked me for an invite, and I told them the maps hadn't been done yet, and they were like, oh, right, yeah. Like they forgot. That's okay, though. We've got all of LCC and 2 players of Wrecked in the server right now, so once we get all of them in, then we'll get rid of the splash screen and we can go live. This is, of course, the final Go4 of the month, which means that all these teams have their eyes on the prize, getting that monthly finals. Currently, Left Curve Click have 0 points. This is the first Go4 they've ever played under this team banner, which means that they'll likely need to get into the grand finals if they want to make in top 8. Pretty much with the way that the standings stand right now, if you get first or second, you'll get 100 or 70 points. If you get third, you'll have 45. 45 is not enough. 70 will be enough to make it into the top 8 for the month. So Left Curve Click, if they win this match, they've made it. Wrecked Esports, they already played a game. They played last week, and they managed to get 3rd place, which got them 45 points. Top of the fact that they are in this match means they'll be receiving a minimum of 35. 45 plus 35, that's 80. Means that they are pretty much already in. Yeah, because they were at 8th place beforehand in the overall monthly rankings. So this puts them up into, I don't know what place it puts them in right now, but it puts them into top 8 territory for sure. So Wrecked Esports have accomplished their goal. LCC are looking for one more. We've been watching Left Curve Click all night now. We watched the round of 16 match, and then we watched their quarterfinal game as well. They've had some close games, let me tell you. A 6-4 in the first one, followed by a 7-5 that we just finished watching. The first one against Stack 2.3, pretty sure. And then this is the most recent one against the Boys, which they narrowly were able to win on Border. Now they're on Oregon, and I always like seeing different maps, so I'm glad that we've gotten to go here. Oregon, one of my favorite maps to watch. A classic Rainbow Six map. But this will certainly be the greatest challenge that Left Curve Click have faced. What the players are saying, a player on Wrecked is having issues with wire, which is typical. Everybody has issues with wire. It's wire. So we'll give them some time. We'll let them get in. No worries about that. But yes, Wrecked Esports, they are an official team. Unlike LCC, who I presume are just a bunch of guys thrown together just for this tournament. And possibly for the monthly finals. Wrecked, on the other hand, they're all tagged up. Most of them are tagged up. And this is a team that likely will try to stick together, try to play well. It's always fun when we get to see some of the Mexican players play. It's very much a separate scene that plays alongside the other North American scenes. I mean, Canadian and American scenes very much mix. You don't really have all Canadian teams. And if you have an all-American team, it's pretty much only because of convenience, random luck that all your players happen from America. But due to the language gap, Mexico kind of develops their own strategies, their own way of playing. They have sort of a separate player pool. So seeing these guys in action should be really fun. If you're a fan of Wrecked Esports, then feel free to chat in Spanish. Just be smart about it. And if anybody's saying anything obscene, please let me know. I don't speak Spanish at all. I took 3 years of French, as is mandatory in Canadian schools. I've forgotten it all, though. So also, if you speak French, don't expect me to moderate that. From looks of the Twitch chat, though, it's all emotes. So that's thankfully emotes Our language universal. But we shouldn't have any issues with that. People have been good tonight. Players have been very friendly. Twitch chat has been very cool. It's been a good night of casting so far. Looks like one of the other casters who was supposed to be casting tonight had some issues. He's not going to be casting, which is unfortunate for him. But oh well. Already got some Edic fans in the chat. Edic is typing in chat right now that their 5th player is loading up the game and they're going to invite him ASAP. They are all in and ready. Here they go. Oh. Lagsa said, hold on. All right. They're ready now, though. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get live here. The semifinals. Left Curve Click versus Rect Esports. Rect will get the first ban. North American PC Go4 North American Cup 141. Left Curve Click versus Rect Esports. Oregon is our map. Now, Left Curve Click need this win if they want to make it to the monthly finals, the November finals. Rect Esports, by making it this far in the tournament, have already secured enough points, as they also played last week, and got themselves a nice 3rd place victory. They're trying to get the Lion permaban. Looks like both teams are going to agree that they will not be playing Lion. So neither team are going to ban it. Of course, in current rule sets, it has been announced that in the future, Lion will be a permaban in all matches. That rule has not been put in place yet, but these two teams have just agreed to act under that rule, which is nice. I think everybody agrees the Lion ban is healthy for the competitive scene. Same thing happened in the first match, where both teams just agreed not to play Lion. Ying, Glaz, Maestro, and Echo are your bans today. Somebody just said hi, chat. I missed who it was, but chat, say hi. LCC versus Rect Esports. And they look like they want to start on kids' dorms. Rect will be starting on the 2nd floor. And yeah, Abner playing the Mira, notably the operator allowed through. Oftentimes you'll see Mira, or at least when Mira's around, you'll see teams starting in the basement. So a little bit surprising that Rect are actually choosing to start on the 2nd floor. A little bit surprising they're even bringing Mira on the 2nd floor. She's okay on the 2nd floor. I would say generally not used. But you go back a few seasons and you'll see a lot of Mira on every site, so very much playable. If the teams build strategies around having this Mira, then certainly I have no doubt that Abner will play it well. Let's go down these rosters before we start things off. If you haven't been watching the stream so far, then you might not know these first guys. The Left Curve Click will have Brady, Buck, Bungus, Taj, Punish Toes, and Lags. Over on Rect Esports, they've got Abner, Agera, Skimzy, Royce, and Edic. Apologies for not saying those names wrong. Abner, Agera, Skimzy, Royce, and Edic. That's what we're going to go with. To start off this round, doesn't look like anybody is downstairs at the moment. Now, we could see some rumors going down there. maybe Edic or Skimzy potentially. But this looks like a team that's fairly content just to sit on this bomb site. This is the mirror window you'll often see on this site if you're going to play with a mirror. Which is fair enough. Skimzy already in a bit of an engagement, sees the Maverick and being droned out, but goes for the run out, but he's missing his shots. He's certainly going to be finished off. Punished Toes will be able to win that engagement. You saw he threw the drone in and immediately, or didn't even take control of that drone because he knew for a fact that there would be a run out for him. Combine that with a few missed shots, and that's going to be a nice easy kill. Buck Bungus has opened up this window, taking a bit of damage himself. Going to be dropped down and putting a little bit of pressure on the Mexican squad. Hole being open up in the hallway. Taj gets a kill into a gear up, further tilting the player advantage. Ooh, Brady, a one tap onto Royce. Further tilting the player advantage in favor of LCC. Going for the plant now. Two defenders left alive, and they're both sitting on the stairs, being flashed. Taj going to kill Eric down below, and with the C4, won't even get to use it. Taj, an excellent job on that first round. 3 kills for him. Playing downstairs. They knew he was there. Why wasn't that called? Oh, boy. Dominant round for the left curve click. Was that? Yeah, no, that was a clean sweep. Nobody going down. A perfect round. Round number 2 starting up. And it'll again be on the kids' dorms.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
And they're again bringing the mirror. They're bringing Skimzy on the dock this time, rather than, who's on before? Bandits? They're not bringing a bandit. Okay. Okay. Every other operator is the same. Bandit can be good on this map. Specifically just playing over here on this walk-in closet. But Skimzy on the dock, bringing that ACOG, likely means that he's going to be playing a little bit aggressive. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. There's not a ton of great angles up top here for the dock. So we might just end up seeing him go for a spawn peek. Looks like he will be playing downstairs. I like that. I like having the idea of some roamers down here. You know, you don't have to overcommit. Not on Kid Storms. You can have a lot of players up top, but I like the idea of somebody roaming. Unless they can't get through this. They're going to need help from his teammate. Roy's upstairs. It's going to slowly kill this last branch. They'll finally get Skimzy through the doorway. Where is he headed? At the rear stage? Aggressively opens this up, and he's going for the run out. This is a great job by him. But he doesn't get the kill. Oh, his aim going all over the place, and Punished Toes with the frag. Amazing that he managed to get that kill. Punch Toes, saving his own life once again. He keeps getting pressured on this angle, and he keeps shutting it all down. Doing so well outside here. Taj just roaming for him, and again, he gets some good angles. Punch Toes flicks over and gets a Jira. Okay. Lags will force him out and end up getting the kill. Again, it looks like it's so dominant for LCC. Abner wanted to play this very carefully. They need to get some kills. They've gotten 0 kills all game. Royce is ahead, but again, his crosshair is just a little bit off. Finally, Abner will get 1 with the C4, but killed himself by Taj. 2 rounds, 2 wins. The left curve click. Putting Wrecked Esports in their place now. 2-0 so far and 2 very strong rounds. There have been 0 kills from guns. Abner has 1, and it was with a C4. Finally, they're going to go down to the basement. Almost would have liked to see this site a little bit earlier. Maestro and Echo are both banned, and those 2 very powerful operators, of course. But if you like running the Mira, I don't know. I suggest going down in the basement. Which is finally what they're going to do. Maybe this one will turn a little bit better for them. See, interesting enough, the attacker is choosing not to bring a Habana. It's usually an operator that you'll see attacking this bomb site, but this map in general. Sort of Habana favored. Again, it's a very standard lineup to what we've been seeing. This is the exact same lineup they had in the first round. In 3 rounds, only 6 operators have been seen for the defense. To be fair, the attack haven't been changing up much either, but they have been winning, so not a lot of reason to change things up. But we'll watch them hold this one, and Jiro will likely be playing in Meeting Hall. The fact they're reinforcing it so much means that they're certainly going to have at least one player in here. The Bandit could be playing up in Tower. This could be an aggressive play by him, actually. Ooh, this is dangerous by Skimzy. Nobody's out there right now, though. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to be tempting him anytime soon. Ajira, the other roaming defender, just playing in Meeting Hall. Playing it pretty safe, but I kind of like that. When you're all alone, when you have a player in Tower, you don't need to be super aggressive. You can still provide pressure from back behind the stage. He's being droned. He'll take care of that drone, but just keep moving around. That's what he needs to be doing. Seems he's now starting to rotate around. There are some players upstairs there that he could try to deal with. Gumine's going in favor of Ajira. Oh, and sits in and knows exactly where he's at. Lags will take down Ajira. That's one roamer gone. The other one, they seem to have eyes on him as well. He's up on this hatch. Skimzy had some shots being fired off towards him. This is a good opportunity, though, but he still loses it. Punish Toes has certainly been punishing the opponents. Great use of the Maverick by him. He's been using that operator really well all night. The few defenders who are left are sitting in the basement. Their roamers not able to do any work for them. Coming up towards that hatch, you can see him now pre-firing that whole Buck Bungus over here as well. Trying to clear out some of this barbed wire. It's going to get taken care of, no problem. Push Toes droning for his team. They got a minute and a half to work with. They really got a lot of time. I do have to be a little bit worried. Ooh, that's not what you want. I do have to be a little bit worried of somebody flanking. And of Abner. He's getting the second kill that he's gotten all game. The second kill of the team's ready for the C4. However, he's being watched with this hatch. Constant fire coming down. He will live, though, and there goes the C4. Well done. Edik at the same time takes down Buck Bungus as a 2-on-2. Firing towards the stairs. The Maverick gets down. He loses his life to Taj, though. It's all up to a 1-on-1. Taj able to pick up his teammate. Got to be careful here. Etika could go for the run-in. Edik, 2-on-1 now. 45 seconds on that clock. Things have slowed down dramatically. They seem to know where he's at. They're going to drone him regardless, though. Now for sure they know. Maverick just runs and picks up that diffuser very quickly. Edik did not want that to happen. Now it could come from anywhere. He seems to be aware that it's coming towards his hatch, though. He's got good information. He's predicting his opponents. Firing downstairs. Doesn't quite see him. There was a drop, but Edik knows just playing the mirror window really well. Gets one, but the trade from Taj. Really well played by left curve click. And that's 3 in a row for them. Wrecked Esports just not finding their footing so far in this game. A couple of their players have started to wake up on kills, though. Abner and Edik have gotten a few. They're going kids again. Ella, Jaeger, Legion, Mira, and Doc. So still no Bandit. And no smoke. Are they really getting rid of the smoke? Skimzy is thinking about it. Smoke or Ella? Okay. Good. Good. I was about to say Rook is not the answer there. He's going to go smoke instead. That's the correct choice. You've tried this lineup before, of course, and it didn't really work for you. But last time Ajira played it really silly. I mean, he ran out the doorway here, had a great opportunity to kill Punch Toast, but Punch Toast has been getting away with so much stuff recently. I mean, this whole game, 4 kills, not quite as much as Taj, but his kills have just been ridiculous. Not even necessarily he's playing that great. I mean, he is playing good, don't get me wrong. Punch Toast is playing good. But these kills have just been fed to him. And you really can't see that from team defending on Oregon.
Seconds remaining.
Especially defending on any bomb site they want.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
We'll see.
Attackers must locate and defuse.
Is he going to be aggressively out this big window? That'd be fun to see. Ajira maybe not liking that this time, though. He's just going to be playing this long hallway. Okay. Don't always love the idea of a dock when you're not doing aggressive plays.
A bomb has been located.
But if he's got a good angle for it, it can be worth it. Maybe he's just very comfortable in an ACOG. Very possible as well. But they've started taking control of this roof. Punch toes again. Gets the kill into Ajira. And again, he is constantly shutting down this dock player, and punch toes another one. This is what I'm telling you. He's getting all these free kills running around the hallway. Almost got another one, but there it is. Edic goes down. Punch toes on 3 now. Somebody needs to kill the Maverick player. Lags will make sure it's not an ace for his teammates. And he'll make sure it gets split 3 and 2. The left curve click will get another one. It just runs in, Lags. Not even looking the right direction. Punish Toes puts a question mark in chat. Hick replies with a lol. That's a lineup right there. Kapkan, Jaeger, Ella, Mira, Legion. On the basement. Kapkan's actually an operator I've seen a few times on this map. Or on this bomb site in particular. He can be quite good very situationally. And this might be one of those situations. You know, at the very least, they're changing something up. Which is good. That's what they need to be doing here. A lot of trap operators. Ella,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
as well as
the
Kapkan.
bomb if they can.
And of course the Legion as well. So yeah, likely these traps going to be placed over towards construction. It's a little bit predictable, but you're Kapkan, so everything's kind of predictable. You know, the enemy team is going to be checking for these traps. You're mostly just hoping that they're not checking. At the very least, you know, you're wasting some of their time. If they don't just run into it, it makes them play a little bit more careful. Can't play exactly how they want to.
10 seconds to go.
It's not a bad choice. I want to see how many they keep in the basement. Right now they've got an Ella playing basement. They got a Jaeger playing basement.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
While the Kapkan goes on the roam. I love the Kapkan roam. This is a great idea. I want to see how this does for them. He's playing it really aggressively. He's in the garage right now. Skimsy. If this works for him, he's a god. If not, then he's an idiot. What will it be? Looks like nobody's entering through the garage, and he's going to have a really good opportunity to flank. I doubt they're going to drone here. Well, no, they should drone, right? Yeah, they do. He's going to peek aggressively, but before he can actually reveal that information, Skimsy will push out, get one into Lags. Buck Bungus takes him down, puts it in a 4-on-4. At least he got one. Lags not happy about that play. Hatch being opened up above Ajira now. He's not ready for that one, but he has his sights trained on it. Taj is roaming him, or droning him out. A couple of drones coming down on him now. He needs to move. That Maverick again, so deadly, so silent. Ajira won't fall to it this time, though. And you can tell there's a lot of pressure being put on this roamer. Another hole being put to his right-hand side. He barely is noticing these holes. So close to getting his head shot off. Gotta play it from 3 different angles he needs to watch now. 2 Maverick holes in the hatch. Gets the first one on a Brady. A great shot. Good reaction time. And another one on a Buck Bungus. Pulling it back now. Even Brady's got to respect that one. And Ajira on the Legion. The Kapkan might not have been the play, but this Legion play sure is. Worried about someone still up top in the hatch. You can tell there's nobody up there now. And Punished was droning. I think they just know where he's at thanks to throwing around that Legion mine. And now, not going to win it this time. Taj with both of those kills. I'm not even sure how he got the first one. Was he back? Coming up from the stairs? Might have been. That was Edic. The Ella and the Mira remain down in the basement. There's 41 seconds. Legion with some great play, got some kills, and at the same time wasted a ton of time. No worries at all. Puts his team in a 2-on-2. One of them is, of course, Punish Toes. And Punish has been playing so well this game. Taj, gotta be careful with these Capcan traps. It doesn't look like they've still got any to worry about. Here comes the drop from Punish Toes. 2-on-2, immediately taken down by Royce. That's the Ella, and such little HP. It'll end up being the Goo Mine that takes down Taj, and Wrecked Esports will win their first round. 4-1's not a great score line, but what? It's better than 5-0. They're going to move into the side swap now. Wrecked Esports, that's more what I'm talking about. When your roamers are doing their job, when your roamers are getting kills, when your roamers are playing like that, good things happen. Ajiro, the star of the team so far in my mind. Likely the only reason they won that last round. Brady bringing a Frost to the battle. Let's see if he sticks it. He's done this before where he's 6-picked off, and he'll do it again over to the Valkyrie. Just to disguise the fact they're going to have a few cameras, probably outside. But the fact that it's a basement Valkyrie makes me think that they might be doing something aggressive here. Whether that's a spawn peek or a run out, both very viable in Oregon. As viable as a spawn peek or a run out can be, at least. And we saw it didn't work too well for Wrecked, but maybe with the help of a camera that could be a little bit better for him. We'll see. They're starting in the basement. And again, this was the bomb site that I said was more likely going to be favoring the defenders. Just because you got that Mira. You'd like to have a Maestro or an Echo, but what are you going to do? One thing I will say in favor of Wrecked is that the way these bans went have seriously hurt the defenders. Alright, two very powerful defender operators going down. Ying and Glaz are good, but I don't know that they're the same level as those two defensive bans. And look at this aggression from Lags. Almost paid for it, but at least aware that somebody is in tower now. Skimsy. Who's entered, and Roy's will be droning for him. Sees a hole up into attic. Nobody's over here, though. The rest of the attackers working their way in through the construction. And Edic gonna get the first kill onto Lags. So I'm talking about the attackers doing well so far. Waiting for that dynamite to explode before throwing out the EMP. Edic being droned in by his team. The information game. So important here. Another EMP grenade. Sounds like he got caught by an ADS. Jaeger's down, but his damage is not stopping. Shots through the wall, just one tap. That's not going to happen. Skimsy gets the one onto Brady. Again, the defender's looking weak here. There's a frag grenade. It'll down Taj, and he gets finished off by Punch Toes. A little bit questionable there, but he's still playing. He sees an enemy team. He's not looking the right way. It's a 1-on-5. He gets the down. There's 2 downed players right now. Punch Toes is going to need to play out of his mind. He's been playing really well. 1 downed player will get picked up. Diffuser goes down. It was a nice smoke, but a little bit late. Punch Toes will try to go through the hallway and down to the ground with Skimsy. Wrecked. A dominant round. Look at their second round in a row. Coming in around number 7. Is this the comeback? Is this just a really terrible map to try to hold on? Maybe. It'll be basement again from the defenders.
locate and defuse bombs.
Left curve click. Don't look like they're changing anything up. They brought Buck Bungus on the dock this time, rather than the Legion. I believe he was on Legion last time. So we'll see what he does with that. I liked the idea of the aggression when they were playing up in tower. It just wasn't very well executed. Lag had a great opportunity to kill Royce as he was vaulting into the tower, right up here. But really tricked by the terrain. These boxes and that ladder really tricked him up.
10 seconds to go.
So it doesn't look like he'll be trying that again. He's currently down in the basement.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Where is... Oh, Buck Bungus is downstairs.
Attackers have recovered their defuse.
Brady's fallen as well down in the basement. But he's coming back up to the second floor. Oof. Took him a couple tries, but he's going to finally open this up and look down into construction. Now, a few players did spawn there, but they've all already run past. Brady was a little bit slow, and because of that, it's not going to be rewarded with any kills. Although this could be a good position for him. Nobody heard? Ooh, just a little bit too late. Roy's going to be fine.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Brady can keep trying to hold this, but regardless, the people he was trying to kill are gone. He's going to have to try to rotate back around. Again, it's been a very much construction take. Skimsy is in meeting hall, though, and I don't think he's aware.
Attackers have located
Oh, but Brady is. He's got this information. He's waiting for Skimsy to push out onto him. He might just choose to get aggressive instead. I think Skimsy knows this play is happening, or does he? He's going to back off. He's left his teammate to watch the angle. Now's a really important gun, but he's going to miss that shot. Roy's will be able to hit it. The Habana player putting his team back up in the player advantage. Edic with a nice angle. Abner as well. Oh, that was a really aggressive run. Not fast enough on the trigger, though, and that's going to keep him alive. Sight destruction happening still from Punch Toes. Lags VGA now. This could be a play. He's coming forward. Oh, it's being watched, but Royce misses it. Lags will escape with about 20% HP. That's all he needs right now. 4-on-4 still. Pushing through the smoke, Ajira. Gotta be careful. Taking a lot of gas damage. Not really getting anything out of it. Still two players here from construction. It'll be Lags who gets Edic, and Punch Toes gets Ajira. 4-on-2 now. Abner versus Skims. Skimsy comes down. Fires off a couple of shots, but... Oh, sees it, but misses it. Punch Toes gets it, and it's all up to Abner. Gas come down, 30 seconds to go. As a Thermite, this is going to be so difficult for him in a 1-on-4. Lags was reset, and he's not looking the right way. Punch Toes drops, and he gets the kill. LCC will go up another round. Match point. The fastest match point we've seen all night. After finally winning in the basement, the left curve click will be forced to go upstairs into kids. Because, of course, when you've got the option kids or basement, you take that. Don't want to be going on kitchen. You sure don't want to be going on tower. Punch Toes on the Ella now, though. Brady on the Valkyrie. Again, the mirror being brought upstairs. It's not a terrible idea. I would say it's more powerful in the basement, but if you like Mira, and if you've got the strats for it, then absolutely. Taj almost put it on a soft. Is he going to be putting it soft? He's thinking about it. He almost did. I kind of like the idea of it soft. You can shoot through it. You're not really going to be holding right behind it because of this doorway right here. You're more likely going to be playing around this area. And you could play right behind it as well, I suppose. This Punch Toe is going to be playing down here with the pistol. This is a common angle, but I don't know if the one that the Ella's supposed to really be playing. Not with the Scorpion. Yeah, no, Punch is going to go downstairs instead. I like that a lot better. Oh, and is he going for a run out? No information. Nope. Just making them think maybe a Valkyrie cancer thrown out there. Maybe just changing his mind. Just throwing some shots around. Everybody in the defense content to sit upstairs, wait for the attackers to come to them. Royce is up here. Wanting to open up this closet for sure. This is where he wants to be putting his dynamite. Getting aggressive now. Ajira looking into the room. Where are the rest of the attackers? Staring at walls, trying to get back up to where the rest of the team is. They're all concentrated up to this balcony. Skimsy, the one exception, also the one person getting kills. Punch Toast going down. No more Ella on the field for the defense. Trying to make more things happen. Abner with an interesting C4 there. Or Claymore, sorry. Could be useful. That's going to stop anybody from running up those stairs. Currently no defenders flanking like that, but would stop them should they choose to do so. And now Ajira. A long angle, trying to take a fight, but he's going to run back. Abner going for some damage. Brady will take down Skimsy, evening the numbers. That was Brady with a really nice flank. Looks like he was over in tower. Not expected at all from the attackers. Lags running through the hallway. Ooh, caught off guard, Ajira. With the headshot. Keeping his team in this tournament. Buck Bungus lying on the top of the stairs and the rest of the players. Oh man, Brady's still on this flank. And he could be treated to a kill. Yes, he will. Ajira goes down. There's the twitch. Gone. It's a 3-on-3. Edic playing from outside the big window. Roy's still up top as well. Firing down. Finds Brady. 2-on-3 now. The Thermite doing a lot of good work here. Throwing out these lifelines. Taj being blinded. He sees his teammate get shot down in front of him. It's a 1-on-3 for the tournament. He wants this. Out into the hallway. Knows where he is, but doesn't land the shots. Abner will take down Taj and Erect Esports stay alive. Erect still have some life in them. They're going to need to do that 2 more times, including once on basement. Presuming that's where LCC go for their final bomb site. They're on kids right now, though. They'll get another shot at it. They did gentleman's agreement to not play Lion. So Skimsy will 6-pick off of it. Lol trolling, he says. As long as he didn't play it, it's fine. Not sure that what would happen really if they played Lion.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Because they did say it was banned at the beginning, but of course, and that is a rule that's coming to Go4, but that's not actually a rule that is in place yet. I made sure to confirm with the admins before I started casting tonight because I knew that was going to be a point of contention. Regardless, the defense doesn't look like operators have really changed. Brady perhaps actually throwing out a shutterbug this time. Looks like he will be. Where does he want it? On that back fence? Whoa. What is his teammate doing? This is an aggressive play and it pays off. Lags the kill into Ajira. That could mean no more Twitch for the rest of this tournament for Rex, and they are not happy about that one. That's one you hate to see. They got a little bit of return damage, and now they're watching it so carefully. At least it was just the Twitch. If that was Roy's going down, or even Edic, this round would have been so much harder. The Twitch, one you'd like to have up, but not essential for this attack. Skimsy going up towards the big window. And aggressively just breaking it open. Saying, here I am. Pre-firing the angle. Nobody's playing over there, though. And Brady will take down the Ash player. It's a 5-on-3. 3 players remain to keep wrecked in this tournament. Of course, LCC 1 round away from making it to the monthly finals. Winning this will give them enough points, regardless of what happens in the grand finals, to play for that cash money at the end of the month. Edic finds the roamer downstairs. That's a really important bit of information. Of course, that's going to force the player who's at Brady. Lag. Whoever it was, they've gone. It's no longer going to be a concern. Abner throwing out some lifelines. They've got a minute and 19 to work with. But they'd like to get some kills before long. Because a last second rush into sight when you've got no players down on the enemy team is not good. Roy's still trying to play aggressive. Abner. They're taking it slow. But it's not resulting in anything good for them. They're keeping their bodies alive, which is important. But you need more than that. You need to be getting the kills. Edic's rotated over towards big window. This is likely where the Ash died earlier. Sees ahead for just a moment. Not pre-firing the angle, though. He probably should have been. Roy's will get one on the lags. Playing this angle he's been playing for the past almost a minute. Finally pays off for him. Still firing at this big window, but Edic is not hitting the shots that he needs to be hitting. It's like he's not warmed up right now. It's hurting him so much. They really need to go for this plant. You can tell that's what Royce is trying for, but he's so low. It's going to be so tough. He needs his teammate to cover for him. He's not going for a plant at all. He's going aggressively. He's going to trade 1-for-1. Drop the diffuser. He likely should have dropped that off before he went so aggressive, but Bradley would get one. Brady, it's all up to Edic playing by the big window. He has no time. 4 seconds to go. What can he do in a situation like this? GG's already called. LCC move on to the grand finals. And at the same time, secure themselves a spot in the monthly finals. Well played, Direct Esports. We will be seeing them at the end of the month, should they choose to attend. But that has been the tournament for me, guys. I'm going to have to stop casting now as it's getting pretty late. So thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I do cast these Go4s pretty much every week. So if you like my casting, if you want to see more Go4 action, do follow the stream. And yeah, if you scroll down, you'll find my socials, including Twitter and Discord. But for now, this has been the cast. My name has been Corn Pop. I'll see you next time.